Geminis, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. For our Geminis, what do you need to know? What's coming up in your lives? And any advice from the universe is so appreciated and so welcome. For our Geminis, please, universe. For our Geminis. Okay. So, we got quite a few. I put the cards down in the same order that they come out of the deck. This is a general reading that won't resonate with everyone. So you can check your moon sign, that's your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from someone that you trust if this does not resonate. If you don't know anybody that you can trust for a private reading, I am available for private readings. So just send an email and we'll go from there. Got one extra card that came out. So the overall energy here, Geminis, is a Four of Swords. Four of Swords, this is a very healing card. Meditation, prayer, soul searching, letting these swords of truth and clarity come to you in your quiet times. Very spiritual cards. See the stained glass windows there. So this is surrounding your whole reading. This is what we're going to talk about. Up in your highest energy is the Page of Cups. Well, this is what you're soul searching about. This is what you're healing about. The Page of Cups is a very young energy, the page, you know. And this is a love offer with a fish in it. So it's only half full. So I feel like you've been getting these offers that are just half-hearted, you know. So the Page of Cups and the Four of Swords are the two strongest energies in this entire reading. And I think this is what you're healing about, and this is what you're trying to figure out in all your soul searching or meditating or praying that you're doing, and trying to figure out, how am I going to know? How and when will I receive a true cup of love? I have the Seven of Swords next to the Page of Cups and right above the Four of Swords. So this is deceitful energy. You know, lying, stealing, cheating, hiding something from you. Somebody who's being kind of sneaky like. Well, the Page of Cups can sometimes have the Seven of Swords associated with it. I just feel like you've had this energy around you that was not being truthful about their feelings. And without saying it, I feel like they were leading you on in a way. I have the Nine of Cups next to the Seven of Swords. I think they were taking your love, is why they were leading you on, if this is your reading. But you have all this love, 9 cups sitting on the shelf right behind you here. And you're guarding them now. So you know you have them. You still have them to offer to someone. But you're healing over this other relationship. I have the King of Cups under the Page of Cups. This is, you know, much more mature thinking energy. This is your energy. This would be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But with the King of Cups, this tells me that you have a huge cup of love to offer. I know you do. I already got the Nine of Cups here, and you're guarding it, and you're holding your love very close to you. You're not handing it out right now. It's because you're healing from a past relationship. But you do have it to offer to someone if that right someone should come along. I have the Page of Wands next to the Four of Swords and under the Nine of Cups. So the Page of Wands, this is something brewing from the bottom of your feet until it comes out your mouth. And it's all about your fresh start, your new beginning. Okay, after this relationship here, and there might have been more than one. But it's like a declaration that you're making to yourself. You want to move forward. This is right next to the overall energy. And it's like you're going to make yourself a promise of sorts, okay, in moving forward. And I think that's hanging on to that cup of love and being a little more certain before you hand it out. I have the Devil here under the King of Cups. This is the card for Capricorn just because of the horns. The energy is entirely different. The energy is toxic. There's been third parties. There's people hiding other people. There's people hiding other addictions or something like that. This is the type of cups that you've been getting. And that's why you've had to pull back, and that's why you're in this state of healing and letting all this truth and clarity come to you. Well, you're ready to let this energy go, and you are letting this energy go, and you don't want it back in your life. You're waiting, you're holding out, you're holding that cup back until the right thing comes along. I have the Six of Wands right next to the Devil and under the Four of Swords. This is what you want. It's night and day between the Devil card and the Six of Wands. You want to be seen as a couple by others. You want that connection. You want that partnership with somebody. That wreath there, that can symbolize engagement. And being the card for success and love, you might get what you're wishing for here, and you're praying for, and you're holding out for. I have the Page of Swords right next to the Six of Wands and under the Page of Wands. So you're on guard. You have your sword up. You're becoming very much aware of promises that are being made to you. You're not swinging that sword. You're just holding it up. You will swing it if you have to. So you're on guard, and you're just like, dissecting what's being said, what's being done. You're really paying attention now, really. And that's part of your declaration that you're making to yourself about moving forward, is you're going to pay close attention to make sure that they are available, committable, lovable, before getting too deeply involved with someone else. You're just going to hang on to that cup, that big, fat cup of love that you have to share with someone until the right person comes along. Okay, so we had one extra card, so I always put them right here in this area. I have the Magician next to the Nine of Cups. So, Gemini, this is the symbol for intuition and knowing right above the figure's head. So you have the power to manifest just what it is that you want from life. You have all the tools and you know it. And you are manifesting with the Magician coming out. You're manifesting what you want. You're doing the right things. I have the Strength card right next to the Magician, which is the card for Leo. Leo might be strong in someone's chart here around this reading. Again, there's the infinity symbol. Again, follow your intuition, follow your gut, trust and believe in yourself, in what you're feeling and thinking. This card indicates that you will find the strength and the courage to do what you know you need to do. And you're doing it. I have the Cups. This is what's your goal. This is your goal. Okay, you don't want a Page of Cups. You want the Cups. You want union between two people. You want a family situation. There's rainbows. There's children dancing. This is a very joyful and loving card. So this is what you're really seeking here. Not that Seven of Swords, not that Page of Cups, not the Devil energy. So you are finding the strength and the courage to believe and trust in yourself, and you are doing the things that you need to do in order to manifest the Cups to come into your life. I have the Eight of Wands under the Magician and next to the Page of Wands. This is conversation. You've made yourself a promise. You're going to get to know whoever it is that comes in. You're going to talk, and find out, get to know them, figure out, what kind of cup are they offering you. So but you are manifesting, and this conversation will be happening with, I have the King of Wands. Male or female. All the cards are male or female, but all the kings and queens are very mature thinking. So I have the King of Wands under the Strength card. This is what you're holding out for. It's not easy, but you're holding out for it. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But what they're doing is they're holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and their hand is on the hip with the other hand. They're ready to move forward. This is what you need to find out through conversation. You know, are they really ready to move forward, or are they just acting like they're ready to move forward? So, do they really want to move into the Ten of Cups, or are they just acting like they want to move into a Ten of Cups? So, you're going to follow your intuition. You're going to ask the right questions. You're going to have a lot of conversations with this person. And what I'm seeing here is this person who's coming in here. Look how you're facing each other, and you have the Eight of Wands right between the Page of Wands and the King of Wands, and here's all that conversation going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's really getting to know each other. On the other side, the King of Wands and under the Ten of Cups is the Lovers. There's your guardian angels and your spirit guides, and they are trying to bring you together with this person. Whoever is the King of Wands, they don't have to be a fire sign. They just carry a lot of passionate energy. They're ready to move forward, and they're mature-minded. You might have been lovers in another life with them, but this is a very strong soulmate card here. Wow. And your guardian angels and spirit guides want to bring them in. I think you've actually manifested this. I think you've done part of your manifesting, and that's why the Four of Swords is surrounding your entire reading, is in these times that you're spending alone, hanging on to your love, thinking about what you want, and that is actually manifesting it to come in. I have the Two of Cups under the Eight of Wands and next to the Page of Swords. So what you're trying to decipher here is, what kind of soulmate are they? You know they're a soulmate. They know you're a soulmate, okay? But you're trying to figure out, is this another one of those Page of Cups? Is this a friends with benefits relationship trying to come in here? They are very passionate. Or are they willing to really move forward in a relationship? So your sword is up. It's right next to the Page of Swords. Through all this conversation, trying to decipher whether it's just friends with benefits that they're looking for, or if they're looking for something grander, like the Ten of Cups. I have the Eight of Pentacles next to the Two of Cups and under the King of Wands. Do they want to work and build on a relationship? Do they want a partnership? Are they grounded? This is the Eight of Pentacles. This, under the King of Wands, I would say they are a hard worker. They are very secure. They are very much looking towards their future and building towards their future. So, I think you're going to find that out. They become a best friend, because this Two of Cups is about being soulmates, being friends and lovers. So that's why it could be a friends with benefits. But being where it's at now, and then next to the Eight of Pentacles over here, I'll bet that they end up being like a best friend and lover with you. I have the Five of Cups right under the Lovers and next to the Eight of Pentacles. So this is a cup of disappointment and love. Looking at the 3 spilled cups there, just head hanging low, probably thinking it's never going to happen. But I call this the card of hope, because see, there's 2 full cups right behind this figure. And in turning around, you will see the hope and love, and that is right under the Lovers. So here's your hope and love, and it is coming in. You're manifesting it. You're actually making it happen. Here's some big truck going down the road. That's weird. So then the extra card that came out was a Knight of Wands. Very, very flighty. Very ungrounded, unstable. They run in and out of your life. They can turn your life upside down. This is what you're disappointed in. And this is what you're going to try to make sure that they are not one of these people, male or female, who run in and out of your life just, without any regard to your feelings. So you're taking control, you're healing, you're manifesting, you're doing everything you need to do to move forward, and your guardian angels and spirit guides are sending someone in for you. So there's going to be a lot of communication going on. This is great. So this is for Geminis. I'm going to take out an angel card here. Find out what your guardian angels and spirit guides have for you. You can take from these cards what you will. Glasses so I can read it. Oh, also, I forgot to point out, this is your card, the Lovers, the Gemini card. Card for Gemini. And the King of Wands is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, here we go. Sometimes I get caught up in the energies and I forget to mention, what zodiac sign it might be. Gemini's. It's card, and it's called Letting Go. So I'm going to read this card to you. Releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be liberating. Your angels will help you let go so that you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow this situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Yes. Change your life by changing your thoughts. So focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. And that's exactly how you're doing it. Because in all this praying, meditating, or just soul searching that you're doing, it's very healing, it's very spiritual, and it's allowing you to manifest just what it is you want to come in. And you will find the strength and the courage to do what you need to do once they do come in. Haha. So, Geminis, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.